Hey Capricorns, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be taking a look at your first half of August general reading here. So in your meditation, I saw the image of a card from a deck that I'm not using today, but I went ahead and pulled it to give you guys a visual. So we have the increscent moon here, the Six of Keys, which is, it's an aspect, it's sort of a blend of the Six of Pentacles meets the Eight of Pentacles, which is all about hard work and talent meeting up with divine timing, give and take, reciprocity with and for yourself and with others. What's really interesting in this context and what drew my attention almost immediately was the moon aspect of this, right? In your meditation, I saw this card, right? And this is all about putting the time and the work and the effort in, but it's all under the influence of the moon. So on August 12th of this month, we have the full moon in Aquarius, which is a really beautifully timed aspect for the energy that's coming up for you in this context, Capricorn, because Aquarius energy is all about innovation. It's all about seeing things through a lens that is so unique to you that maybe nobody else can see what you're seeing, but you stay true to your vision and trust in how you see things. It's sort of like you could look at it as your artist's eye, right? Even if you're not an artist, you're still a creator, right? So even through your creator's eye, and you stick to that vision, you believe in what you can see, even if and especially when no one else can, or maybe even just a select few people can, you're really honing in on your own vision and moving in that direction and really following those impulses, those sparks of inspiration, putting in the time and the work and the focus, right? For something that you can see clearly. And again, under that influence of the Aquarius full moon we have coming up, it's such a beautiful opportunity for you guys to do just that. To think about where your focus is, why you're doing what you're doing, and what is it about your experience that is unique to you that you want to express in your environment, right? In the world, in your work, in your relationships, right? It's that own particular unique zhuzh, if you will, that is so unique to you. And I feel like this time for you is really about honing that and expressing that, which is really, really cool. But yeah, that is your image for the first half of August. And I think that that's really beautiful. There's also an aspect with these Egyptian busts here. I feel like there's also an aspect where, have you ever found that you're inherently good at something or something flows to you in a way where you just feel like there's an aspect of you that knows how to do it inherently, like from a past life, or just there's an aspect of you that has a muscle memory that maybe you don't actually remember working? There's an aspect of that here too, which says to me that there's going to be a lot of inspiration flowing through you during this time as well. So especially with the moon, as it has its different phases, it's about grasping that opportunity and working with it as it arises and when it's around, right? Because energy comes and goes. So really beautiful opportunity for you this month under that Aquarian moon influence. Let's go ahead and see what your cards have to say. Hey Capricorns, let's go ahead and see what your animal energy is for the first half of August. Animal energy for Capricorn for the first half of... Oh, really? Oh, really? Are you seeing this? It's just like so in the nose sometimes, So we had a moon here with the hyena. So perfect. Now, what's really interesting about this is not just that we have the moon here. We were literally just talking about this, right? But the fact that you had the hyena, so this equates to the Knight of Wands in a certain way in the Tarot energetically, which speaks about following your passions and following through on things from a place of inspiration and personal motivation. So this is very interesting how this is lining up for you already. But one of my favorite aspects of the hyena energy, and it's one that doesn't come up too often, which I feel like is a theme of this reading already. It's sort of like capitalizing on the energy as it is because it is fleeting. Yes, it will return, but who knows when. All of that divine timing aspect of it, right? If you stay ready, right? If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. It's really seizing the moment. So the hyena, we always think of humor, right? When the hyena comes up. And there's a certain aspect to that that says like, you can see things from your particular vantage point. You can be in on the own joke of your process, which means you're able to see something and see what's down the road a bit for you through visualization, through dream time, through whatever lenses comes through talking it out with other people and building upon an idea, for example. But this hyena, there's an aspect of this that goes, I'm smiling to myself because I can see the potential of something. I can see something that is coming that maybe nobody else can, but I'm in on my own potential. And it's funny because it's to say like I'm in on the joke of my own potential, but there's something about it that has an aspect of humor to it. So I do feel like for some of you guys, you're being called to really embrace your own potential for humor, your funny spin to things, your ability to look at the light and dark side of things and use it to your potential, which is also why a hyena is such a beautiful totem for comedians or those who use their humor for healing purposes, to get ahead in some way, or just a part of their overall expression, even if you're someone who leads with their humor, right? But overall, if you can keep your humor about you and include that in your experience, that's a really wonderful thing, because I think part of the Aquarian energy too, it's an air sign, right? It's very heady energy, very, like we said, innovative energy, very unique energy. It's a very, very expansive energy as well. So I feel like there's an aspect of like, wow, I can keep my humor about me and understand that I'm not as concerned about the facts and figures and time frames of things as I am following these moments of inspiration as they arise and taking the steps that I feel called to take in whatever area of my life this relates to, right? Because that's what I'm getting with this. It feels like it's a little bit more expansive than just your work or just your home life or just, right? It feels a bit more expansive than that under the beautiful moon netting of the Aquarian energy. But it feels really, really nice, Capricorn. And I want to say as well, with this energy, it feels like, you guys are known, right? Not to stereotype or anything, but you guys are known for being fans of, as earth signs, being fans of, completion points and the material world and facts and figures and finishing things that you started and dependable and reliable and on all of those superpower points of the Capricorn energy that you hold, which is brilliant. But the fact that you have this energy in your sister sign of Aquarius, I feel like you're able to benefit from that, and it's able to loosen you up, free you up, and kind of expand your field of thinking and potential. There's something about that. It's like I can hear you saying, like, okay, this is going to sound crazy, but ellipses. Or, oh my God, what if I took the end of this story and then I put it at the beginning? That would be nuts. Or, hey, what if I did this? That would be crazy, would it? Or would it? Right? It's that moment of daring. It's those inspirations around what, this sounds a bit crazy, but I'm going to try it, that can lead to breakthroughs. Shaking it up can lead to breakthroughs is what I'm getting. Right. Okay, let's see what's going on, Capricorn. It's a very particular energy, but it feels really nice. Let's see what's going on for Capricorn. Oh, really? Capricorn, why are you flirting with me this way? Just all the amazing energy here. So here you have the sun right off the bat here. This is really brilliant. So first of all, let's just state the obvious. We are in Leo season and the sun is Leo energy. So I like that this is influencing you as well. So now we have a few energies working with you here, and all major energies, Capricorn, right? We have the moon energy, right? Then we also have the star energy of the Aquarian moon. And now we have the sun, right? The sun, which is also a star. This is so stunning. And I also love how it's depicted here for you in this context, because this is like a picnic, okay? There's a bunch of food and material comforts, which we were just talking about is one of the power points of Capricorn energy. So the fact that it's coming through and speaking your language in this way, I feel like is very, very positive. I will say I'm getting drawn to the fall or the autumn time. I'm getting really, really drawn to that time frame. We are moving towards it steadily, but I feel like, given the time that we're in, August 1st, Islam's time. It's the time of the harvest. It's a time for celebration and gratitude and enjoying food and drink. It's sort of like that, let's have a hurrah before we go into the dark time of the year with next month's autumnal equinox, right? So it's celebrating the sun before it starts to truly recede. And I feel like that is so perfect for what we're feeling for you in terms of grasping an opportunity, moving with the energies as they arise. There's something about the timing right now. And then you have the sun and then the moon and then it's dark, and like there's something about the timing that feels very magical and very poignant. You know, when you understand the energies, the moon cycles, the wheel of the year cycles, when you truly understand them and understand their potential, you have the opportunity, because you're empowered with the knowledge, speaking of Aquarian energy, to work with that energy to your benefit, right? Like, throughout history, the many different cultures, you know, people would, you know, seek the counsel of astrologers and really go, what is the best time for this, right? Because they understood and still understand that the planetary influence is real. And I feel like that's really coming forward for you during this time frame. The sun traditionally is about happiness, health, joy, children, just good times all around, just everything working in tandem and feeling like there's just happy potential everywhere you look, literally everywhere you look. It's really beautiful, Capricorn. Really, 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 really beautiful. Man, packing the power today. Let's move this a little bit. What else is going on for Capricorn? Oh, really? I'm just going to say that this entire reading because it's just like one thing after the other. So you have the Knave of Wands here. So this is really this Knight of Wands, right? Which is really interesting. Do you remember how we said the hyena equated to the Knight of Wands, and then it comes up in your reading? Really, really beautiful. Again, the Knight of Wands is really about following your instincts, moving ahead with your passions, and taking action. That feels incredibly important to say. This time for you is about taking action. I cannot emphasize that enough. Really feels that way. You know, it's really interesting here too with all of the salamanders, and we've got this lady here and they're all climbing up here. You know, an aspect of salamander or really lizard energy is about timing, right? If you've ever watched lizards, or if you have a lizard, I have a bearded dragon, so I know a little bit about how they conserve their energy, right? They remain so still for long periods of time. But then once you bring the food out, and it's feeding time, for example, they are lightning fast. So it's like they go from, you know, one level to another very, very quickly. They go from no movement, so still, where I kind of go, is he breathing in there? To like a lightning quick energy once you bring out that food, or once he's incentivized and wants to play, whatever it is. So there's something about that inner movement and stillness and the timing about when to move, when to be still, and really honing that energy. I feel like your energy has been building towards something, and it's about time to really unleash it. Unleash it in a focused way, which I know as Capricorns you can appreciate because that's the brilliant part of this energy. The Aquarian influence. Now, I'm an Aquarius myself, just a little FYI, and it's a beautiful energy, but there's an aspect of it where Aquarians, you know, aren't always the most grounded. But you as Capricorns, working with this Aquarius energy of innovation and ideas and thought and magic and intuition, if you take all of that, right, and then marry it with your own earth energy power points of Capricorn, who are able to take the ideas of the Aquarian energy and actually put them into practice and get things done to bring ideas into fruition, this could be a very impactful time for you where it's really, you're seeing receipts, you're seeing things happen for yourself as a result of you taking action in a focused, grounded way, which actually makes a lot of sense with this initial key here, right? Now, Capricorn. Let's see what else is going on. Whew. Okay. Really? You got the moon here. It's just like over and over and forever. So, right. So many moons and suns. I'm here for it. So again, we were talking about this, but what's really interesting that it's showing up in this context as well, again, is that there's an aspect of the moon that is unknown, right? This is about the unknown. This is about, paths that are curious or mysterious or not quite fully visible, right? I feel like there's something to that. I feel like there's an aspect of this for you with the moon. It also speaks of, intuition and psychic energy. It's an aspect of this moon that speaks of those crazy ideas, right? Because moon energy can also manifest as mania, anxiety, right? Think about walking through the woods in the middle of the night versus walking through the woods in the middle of the day. The sun and the moon here, right? Very different vibes. One is not better than the other, but one might elicit some fear because our imagination can really go to extremes in the dark. We can think that we see things that aren't really there, and we can miss things that are right in front of our face, right? Whereas in the sun, everything's illuminated. Right? There's no room for mystery. Everything is just out in the open, which is also another aspect of the moon, which is about secrecy and the unknown versus enlightenment and truth. So it's very fascinating that you have this here. And we're talking about the full moon in Aquarius having a major impact and potential for you during this time. I'm telling you, there's something about this time frame where you are going to have access and the ability to really draw upon the energy from this full moon in Aquarius through ideas, through inspiration, and then really put it into action with your Capricorn energy. And as a result, create or manifest or realize something that is game-changing for you. Because it's outside of your normal vision of reality. It's outside of your box. It's outside of your, usual way of thinking or seeing things. It's kind of the equivalent of you like walking into another realm and then your mind gets expanded. It's like you take that pill for the Matrix and it's like, oh, I took the red pill and I see things now. But it's a really constructive, wonderful thing for you. It's a mind expansion that spurs you to action. Again, it's that Capricorn and Aquarian energy holding hands, and it's a power couple. It's a power couple of energy is what it is, with the Aquarian influence and then you being the Capricorn that you are. It really is like a power couple energy there for you. And I love that. Let's go ahead and get some advice. I'm using 2 different decks that actually go together today. It's a new deck that I just got. This is the So Below aspect of it, which speaks of the earthly influences of the tarot, and then your advice is coming from the As Above, which speaks of the higher realm. It's a really cool deck. I'll leave the info in the description box. Could not be better. Your advice is Mother of Fire or the Queen of Wands. Do you understand? Let's just take a look here. You have Knight of Wands with the hyena, Knight of Wands again, both fire, right? You have the sun here. Hello, fiery energy. You have the moon, and then you have the Queen of Wands. So it's very fire again. Fire is about the actions that we do or don't take, right? That's the wands. Usually around the work that we love to do, but generally speaking, it's about actions, right? Again, back to that lizard influence as well. This is so beautiful. When the Queen of Wands comes up as your advice, you are being asked to come from a place of confidence, high self-esteem, and inner purpose and passion. Right? Now, she's the queen of the home and the hearth as well. So this could also influence how you are within your home space, your relationships that mean the most to you. And I feel like there's something about lending your fire and passion to that aspect of your life as well, because everything holds hands with everything else, right? Your personal life affects your work life affects your personal life, all of that good stuff. So there's something about balance I'm getting with Queen of Wands here as well. Balancing that personal life with that work life, whatever that is for you. But I do feel like she's calling you to balance, but also confidence, purpose, divinely inspired action. Let's go ahead and get an oracle. You know, I'm feeling like a divine feathered messenger for you. Let's end on a bird note. Get an oracle for Capricorns. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now I done told you that you were flirting with me already, but now you really are with this bird energy. You got the crow. Yes, you did. Universal laws and truths are being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. Is that not what we have been basically saying this entire reading? Sip of coffee for that. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. Crows are about magic, synchronicity, divine timing, balance, and magic, right? But it's also about using your voice to really be honest with yourself and others when there is any imbalance going on, but really to manifest your best potential, right? The crow says, hey, you're capable of so much more than you think. Right? You are capable to use your voice in ways you never could have imagined. You are here for a purpose. Let's get to it. Such a beautiful, beautiful note to end on, Capricorn. I'm so here for it. That being said, I'm sending you so many blessings for your first half of August. Thank you so, so much for being here. Thank you so, so much for watching. And as always, I so hope that this helps and resonates. If so, please do let me know in the comments below because I love reading your comments so much. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. I would so appreciate that. And with that being said, most of all, and as always, just my beautiful Capricorns, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.